Good morning, students in first period drama. I am very sorry that I cannot be directly with you today, but I will be on campus checking in every once in a while as often as I can. Today you will need your textbook and a packet which you should have picked up at the door. If you do not have those materials, please quietly get yourself situated. Our guest teacher will be monitoring your progress and guiding you through today's lesson. I will be giving you pointers on how to be the most successful that you can be. When you have taken attendance and completed your checklist for supplies, you are ready to begin the Do Now on your packet. Your Do Now today asks you, what do you already know about the structure, which is organization, of a play? Include at least 3 ideas. There is an example here. I already know that a play is structured to have a beginning, a middle, and an end. We've been talking a lot about plot structure. Apply the things that we've learned about plot to a play. Spend about 3 minutes working on your Do Now, and when you are done, we will share your responses and possibly make a list of them on the board. You want to write 3 of your own and then add 2 things that someone else shares that you were not able to come up with on your own. Go ahead and pause so that you have time to work on this Do Now. Now that you have completed your Do Now, we're ready for some instruction. Open your textbook to page 137. You will be reading 137 through 141 in the book. Then you'll answer the questions below. I am encouraging you to popcorn read this section so that you can be sure that you learned all of the information and not just looked for the information in your classwork. Go ahead right now and popcorn read pages 137 through 141 in your textbook. Be sure to follow along even if you aren't the one reading. Now it is time to answer the questions reviewing what you just learned. Number 1 asks you to explain the terms that make up the dramatic structure of a play. So you are looking for that vocabulary as it is specifically applied to a piece of play, piece of theater. You don't want to just use what you already know about a story. Make sure you are referencing the new information that you learned from the textbook about theater in specific. So you are writing the definitions of each of these terms. I encourage you to put them in your own words and not just copy directly from the book. Number 2 asks, in what ways are plays different from short stories and novels? In what ways are they similar? You should be answering this question in complete sentences. Notice that says sentences and not in a complete sentence. Because this response has 2 questions in it, you should be writing at least 2 sentences in your response. Number 3 asks, which type of play would you prefer to read? Why? Answer in complete sentences. You were introduced to a few different types of plays as you read this section. Which one would you prefer to read? Go ahead and answer these questions. It should only take you about 7 minutes, and then you're ready to move on. All right, we're going to put what we just learned and apply it to a Reader's Theater script. This is a play. It is called The Blue Rose, and you will say that you are able to make connections between this play and the things that you've been learning about ancient China in your ancient civilizations class. I can't wait to hear from Ms. Knaus and Mr. Montañez about the things that you learned from this play. Here is our cast of characters. We have a narrator, Emperor Mingsheng, Jia, who's the daughter of the emperor, Fu, a wealthy man, Dai, a soldier, Cheng, a painter, Wan, a singer, a shopkeeper, the king of the 5 rivers, a potter, and the people in the court. Our guest teacher will take volunteers for each of the first roles. We may write the names of the person who is playing the role on the board on this screen right here. Anyone who does not have a main role will be the people in the court. So I am expecting that everyone be reading. Once you have selected the roles, you will read through this entire play as a class. If you are not reading apart, you should still be reading along with the script because you will have an assignment following the reading of this play. Be paying close attention and use a voice level 3 presentation voice if you are reading your part. Have a great time reading this. I'm sorry I can't watch. What'd you think of that play? It was pretty cool, huh? You guys did such a great job reading, I hope. In the very last page of your packet, you have a plot diagram. This is something you should be very familiar with by now. You may work with a partner who is sitting next to you to complete this plot diagram. Remember to start with the title and the author of the play, then work your way down to the exposition, including the protagonist versus antagonist, the conflict, the rising action, the climax, the falling action, and the resolution and the theme, or the moral or lesson. Go ahead and work on this together. If you run out of time, then you may take this home and complete it for homework. If you finish early, you may share your answers with the rest of the class to make sure that it is correct. That's it for today. Once you've completed this, make sure that you turn your packet in and make sure the class is nice and clean just the way it was for you this morning. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I can't wait to see you tomorrow. We'll be starting with writing our scripts for the story of Arachne robot version. Have a good day.